Hey y'all, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you are returning, you already know it. You are fabulous. All right, today's DIYs are going to be Dollar Tree Farmhouse Christmas DIYs. First off, I started out by taking this picture that I got from the Dollar Tree and these little foam inserts, and I'm showing y'all these because they're handy to kind of keep around. You never know when you might need those. So I actually pulled those off and saved them. Now, I took my silver lining chalk paint, and the only reason that I chose that color is because it was actually handy. It was right there on my little desk. So, but any light colored paint would do. And I gave it 2 good coats just to cover up any kind of picture or wording or anything like that was on there. Now, I painted the frame of this with the black chalkboard paint. I get it from the Dollar General store, and it's like $2 for a good size bottle of it, and it works excellent. Now, while that was drying, or once I got that done, I took my X-Acto knife and this pot holder that I got from the Dollar General store for $1. Now, I just started out by going down the seam of this. What I'm wanting to do is get it to where I can pull, and then it will pull all the way around it so that I can just use the fabric that's in there is what I'm wanting. I'm wanting that one little piece of fabric that's got the truck on it. So as you can see there, once I found the seam, I was able to just pull, and boom, it comes out perfect. Check this out. It's just the perfect little size. So it fits down in there just right. I just slide it down in there, pushing it in really good around the edges. Now, I'm going to use Mod Podge to fix this. You could actually take a pin and go around the edges. That's how closely it fit inside there. And then cut it, cut it with scissors. But I actually wanted to try something different. So what I did was take my Mod Podge, and I took a crap ton of Mod Podge, okay? I have been watching Megan over on Glue Guns and Roses, and anytime she uses Mod Podge, she uses a lot of it, and all her projects turn out fantastic. So I'm like, you know what? I'm fixing to start using a lot of Mod Podge when I use it. So that's what I did. I added a lot. Now, I was able to get this in there so tight. It was so perfect. I just took my brush and pushed it up against the edges. And we're actually going to take the X-Acto knife and go around this and cut it out now that it's in there nice and firm, nice and flat and straight. To me, this was just the easiest way to do it. Now, it might have been a little more messy because I was having to touch the fabric, and it's got the Mod Podge on it, and your hands get sticky and whatever. But whatever, it's crafting, so it happens, okay? I added a little more Mod Podge when I felt like I needed it. And this turns out so good, y'all. I mean, you would never know that there was this much Mod Podge on this at one time. It just works out so good. Now, like I said, I just took my X-Acto knife and went around it. Now, the corners were a little tricky, trying to keep those pushed down as you're going around it, and cutting. And my X-Acto knife isn't the sharpest. I probably need a new blade, but I'm using what I got, so hey. But as you can see there, it just pulls right out. Just slice it and pull. There you go. Works out perfect. Once I got it out, I smoothed everything out real nice and neat. And ladies and gentlemen, this is done. That's all I did to this. I cannot wait for y'all to see it. Now, I did actually go back and once everything was dry, the Mod Podge was getting dry, I actually distressed the black frame that's around it. I did go back and distress it. But other than that, there you have it. Now, how stinking cute is that? It is so farmhouse, and it is just so stinking cute. You can sit it out like I have it now. You can actually hang it. It does have a hanger on the back. Oh, I'm in love with that. Love it. All right, for this next DIY, I have got one of the garlands from the Dollar Tree and also one of these berry picks from the Dollar Tree. I have a mirror from the Dollar Tree, and I also have a bowl that I picked up from the Dollar General store for $1. Right now, the Dollar General store's got this buffalo check stuff in their Christmas section. Now, I just took my hot glue gun and added a generous amount of hot glue around the edge of this. flipped that mirror over on its, upside down, and then placed the bowl in the very center of the mirror. That's going to be our kind of riser for our, what we're making is a candle holder. So, that's going to be kind of the riser for the candle holder. Now, I took that, garland, and as I'm twisting and undoing it and whatever, I'm fluffing it the whole time. You have to. It's kind of smushed down when you get it, so you kind of have to mess with it a little bit to get it. Now, I just laid it on top of the mirror to measure it out, what size I needed my circle to be. Then I started to kind of wind it around itself to see how full I wanted it to be. Just, see how much of the garland I was actually going to use to the fullness that I needed. Now, I just snipped that off with some wire cutters because this does have wire in it. All right, I find my circle, and what I'm going to do is just flip it inside out. You're just steadily like flipping it inside out and then going around it. Tucking it in, pulling it around. So you're winding it around itself the whole time. But I fluffed and puffed, and, as I'm doing it, I'm steadily messing with the greenery that's on it to get it to really stand out and get fluffy. This one is so simple, y'all, and it is really cute. It's really a statement piece to me. I mean, those little berries are so pretty. This just turns out great. I love this right here. So I took my hot glue and added my little berry picks. Now, I did have to cut the wire, the stem off of them. I just laid those down in there. The reason that I couldn't just slide them down in it, like use the pick itself to slide them down in there, is because they wanted to kind of stand up. So that's when I decided to just take my hot glue and glue that dude straight down. All the way around it. I used 4 of them. And that was perfect. Now, I had this candle that I'd gotten from the Dollar General store a year or so back, and it was all scratched up and kind of wanky looking. So I'm using the Arteza Pearl Copper Gold, and I'm just going to repaint this candle. And y'all, the coverage that you get from this Arteza paint is just unreal. Like, I am so obsessed with this paint. I never have liked acrylic paints. I mean, I'm just a chalk paint kind of person because of the coverage that you get and the smoothness of the paint. But look here. This Arteza is some good stuff. You hear me? It just works fantastic. And it cleaned this. I mean, I'm just showing y'all. I'm giving y'all an example of something you can do with some of your candles, your old candles. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That turned out so good. And boom, we are done. This is beautiful. I'm sorry, but I mean, I just think this is absolutely beautiful. It turned out perfect. I love the buffalo check. And you just get a little glimpse of the buffalo check when you're looking at it, from across the room. So pretty. So, so pretty. That gold on that candle just pops with those berries. I love it. All right, so for this next one here, I have got these wooden stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. Also, one of these Welcome Fall box signs, and an actual gift box from the Dollar Tree. Now, I'm taking my silver lining chalk paint, and I'm just going to paint the very top of this. And I did the gray because there was a little bit of this same color, this silver lining, in the gift box, and it's going to be going on top of that. So it actually worked out perfect. This color did. And you can find these gift boxes all the time at the Dollar Tree. Now, I left the sides just like it was. I wanted to keep the buffalo check. And even that little strip of like green that was there, I was totally good with that too. Now, I ended up having to paint this like 3 times to cover up that Welcome Fall. So I just used my heat gun in between, and it worked like a charm. That heat gun I got from Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description box for it. It really does cut your DIYs in half, the time, having to wait for paint to dry. So I took the wooden star and I just placed it right at the top of the tree inside the box. I've got the bottom of the box, like the inside. Now, I'm going to take those little mini trees, and I'm just placing those at each corner of this box, the right and left-hand sides of the box. This is so cute. It's different, and I just love it. Anything with that farmhouse truck on it is darling to me. So I really love the way that this DIY turns out. Now, I just added a little hot glue to the bottom of my box, placed it directly on top of my little box sign, and this DIY is done. So stinking cute. Look at that. I love it. Oh, I'm so ready for Christmas. This collection of DIYs that I've done for y'all today, it really put me in the Christmas spirit, and it has got me so excited about decorating for Christmas. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. This DIY here turned out fantastic. All right, now Arteza sent me these chalkboard signs. Look at how nice these are. I love these. They're already distressed. They were like a real pale white, blue, baby bluish color, and then they had been distressed. They also sent me this box of 16 chalkboard markers or chalk markers. Now, I took my roll of twine and I just placed it on top of the chalkboard sign, and I'm going to start placing like little leaves all the way around this circle that I drew. Now, you'll see how this ties into the rest of the sign here in just a minute, but I proceed to spell out the word days. I've got my little circle. Now I'm writing out the word days, and I was trying to kind of do this in the same handwriting as like the Ray Dunn font. I didn't like it. Nothing about it did I like. So I just wiped it all off. All you have to do is add a little water to a towel or paper towel or something, and it comes right off. So that is awesome because you can totally start over. And I wanted to really practice on my own lettering, like my own hand lettering. So I don't own a Cricut or anything, you know. And so I really want to learn to do it myself. I don't want to have to rely on something like that. I really want to be able to just grab something and hand letter it and go with it, you know. So I don't want to be limited. There you go. Anyway, so I've really been practicing on that. I have a book, a workbook that I go through, and I can actually leave a link for that in the description box also. But I use this workbook, and you just go through and and no sponsor or anything like that. I don't even know the name of it actually, but I will leave a link in the description box for it. But you just go through the workbook, and it really teaches you how to do different calligraphies and just different fonts. It's pretty neat. All right, enough of that. So now I just went around that circle this time with the green the green chalk marker, and made little leaves. I wanted it to be like the little holly leaves, so I made them little jagged leaves is the way I did it, all the way around my little circle. Then I took the red and I just made the little dots for the little holly berries. This is so cute in the end. I'm really, really proud of this one. So I once again spell out the word days, and I'm doing it again in that Ray Dunn font or the skinny, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm going to write the word until, and I just do it in kind of some chunky letters just to have something a little different. I wanted each word to have a different font to it, so I just kind of played around with this, really. And I love, love, love the way it turns out. I love it. Now, for the word Christmas, I just did it kind of in a modern calligraphy, I guess, if you want to call it that. And I'm going to go back and go over all of my, anywhere that, oh, and I forgot to tell you all this. So I didn't like the way that I did it the first time. Erased that baby and started over. Check that out. Works out perfectly. I'm really proud of my lettering. I have worked so hard on it, practicing. Now, once I got it spelt out, though, I'm going to go back and double down on anywhere that I had a downstroke. See how anywhere you have like that when you come down with the pen, you're going to double that line just to give it that kind of accent mark. Really turns out pretty. Yeah, turns out pretty. Miss Wendy over at White Sparrow Living, she actually has a tutorial on how to do that lettering. And she's fantastic at teaching it. So you should maybe check her out. If I can find that video, I'll link that in the description also. So it's, you've got your circle there to fill in how many days, but it is days until Christmas. I just think it's so cute. I wanted to try my lettering out, so that was the perfect way to do it. All right, our last DIY today. So I have got this picture that I got from my favorite little thrift store, Rise Above, and I only give like $1 for this thing. Now, I wanted this to look like it was a galvanized picture. So I first painted it gray. Now, I don't know where the footage went to me painting it gray, but I just took some white and black chalk paint, mixed it together, made a gray color, and painted this with that chalk paint. Now I'm going back over it with my metallic silver by Folk Art, and I'm just going to go over the entire picture. Anywhere that there's gray paint, there's going to be that silver right over the top of it. And I'm taking my sponge and just kind of dabbing at it because I want it to have that galvanized look to it. Excuse me, guys. It is allergy season, and I'm trying so hard not to cough. All right. Now, I went in with a little bit of black just to kind of give it a little depth, give it a little, we're going to age it and rust it. So I wanted to give it just a little bit more. Now, everywhere that I added that black, I'm going to go back over that with my silver. And that just smooths it out. It just smooths it all together. Really turns out cute. This I love. I can't believe how much it really looks like galvanized metal too, y'all. I'm a little proud of myself on this one because it turns out really, really good. So now I'm taking that Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel, and I am just going around anywhere that this would naturally rust. So anywhere there is a break in the material, like where the material meets together, any kind of seam, I'm going to go around any of that with that Burnt Umber. And I'm going back as I'm doing it. I'm putting it on, and then I'm going back over it, kind of smoothing it out. Now, once I got it like I wanted it, and I just kept playing around with it until I got it just like I wanted it. I took one of these window clings. I was showing you that other one because I don't know where the package went that goes to this one, but I just took one of these window clings, added a little Mod Podge to this picture, and I'm going to add that window cling right down onto this picture. And the little window cling says like Farm Fresh Christmas trees or something. So it goes so perfectly with this whole theme that we've got going on. Now, I just once again added a whole lot of Mod Podge. Now I'm just going to add down my little window cling. Go back over it with my brush. Just add a little more Mod Podge. And because I had so much Mod Podge on my brush, I just went ahead and painted the whole picture. Like, I just went right over the top of all of that paint and just painted the whole picture because it was plastic to begin with, like plastic and metal. So I wasn't sure how well that paint was going to hold up, if it got bumped or anything like that. So I thought, you know what, while it's on my brush, I'm just going to go on and go over this, and that'll help hold that paint in. That'll kind of be a good barrier for it there. Now, I'm wanting to spruce this little picture up. So we're going to take this ribbon that I got from the Dollar General store for $1 a piece. I am folding it over on itself. I kind of chose the size that I was wanting my loops to be. Now, I'm doing the same thing with this second one. I just fold it over on itself. So you decide how big you want it to be, and then you begin to fold it over. I fold it over 3 times. That way I've got 3 little ears on each side. Then I take my scissors and I cut very small little slits right on the outside edge of this. I'm going to put these two ribbons together. Then I'm taking a zip tie and I'm just going to go right inside those slits. Now, before I do that, I'm going to make myself a little tail. So I just cut off a little bit of the red ribbon and then I cut off a little bit of the brown. Add those two together, kind of fold them in the middle a little bit, and then I'm just going to add those. I'm adding that in between there with the zip tie so that I can pull it all together. Now, I'm just going to make sure that my zip tie is in those grooves as I'm going. This is just going to make it easier for you to fluff this bow out. So I zip tie this dude up as tight as I can get it. Snip that off, and then I start to fluff my ears. So you're just going to pull those out, and where we made those snips is going to make it easier for you to kind of, manipulate this thing and pull it around and get those ears right where you want them. Or loops, ears, loops, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. We're making a bow. All right. So once I got my bow just like I wanted it, and I just kept playing with it until I got it just like I wanted it. Now I'm going to take the ends of my tails there and just snip those off and dovetail those. So you just fold them together, get them even, fold them together, and then snip upwards. And that just makes a little V shape in the middle. And there you go. So adorable. I love this. I added a little lamb's ear to it. There's one little pick of lamb's ear. And look at how cute this is. I mean, this will go perfectly with the other Christmas decor we've got going on. But it actually can stand alone. It's that cute. One last look at everything that we made today. I'm so proud of this video. I love each and every DIY that was in this today. I hope that y'all try and recreate some of this stuff. That right there is my favorite. These were so much fun. I hope that y'all enjoyed everything. I hope you'll check out Arteza Paints. Also, I hope that you will go check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Those are great places to connect with me. Great places to share your own DIYs with me. I love seeing what y'all do. So that's awesome. Y'all have a blessed day.